Ooh. At 29.
29. Okay. I think we're already live, people. So,
I don't say these. I said these. I said. I don't say these. I don't say these are lights. I'm going to get them
Oh, okay. Yeah.
for my next upgrade.
real live, real live.
Hey yo.
I'm getting the title up, and then we will get into okay. Give me a minute. What's this? Oh, it's your lights. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, people. Real live, real live. Sorry for the delay, but we are live. Let's check the audio real fast.
Yep.
Okay, people. Real live, real live. Sorry for the delay, but we are live. No, audio doesn't sound bad.
Yep.
Okay, people. Real live, real live. Uh, but yeah, everybody's episode wait a minute. Uh yeah, this is episode 29 of Hitting the Polygons, and we got a pretty good show today. We got big things happening because we had the ps5 event happen yesterday, and yeah, they showed some pretty cool games, and they show what the console looks like. So we're gonna discuss that, and today, Last of Us 2 embargo lifted on the reviews, and none of us has played it, so we really can't talk about it. But we can discuss the review scores and just discuss some different things about it, and if we're getting it or if we're hyped for it or whatever. And I think that's mainly the news we have. Maybe some other things, but yeah, that's So before we get started, everybody introduce themselves.
Hey, this is Emperor Gil, your co-host.
This is DD Mayhem. As always, glad to be here.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna start out with Last of Us 2. So right now, the review scores are up for Last of Us 2 a week early. And you know why? Sony must have been confident because they're like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and have these review scores up. So and we know why they put them up early because they are it's getting high review scores. I mean, it's looking pretty good. But what y'all think? What y'all think about these review scores and you know, I mean, because before the game got leaked, some spoilers are coming out. And a lot of people on YouTube are bashing the game because they've seen the spoilers and saying it's trash and they don't like the story. They don't like the way the direction's going. Without even playing the game. But now the game's coming out, and I mean, there's a couple of negative reviews out there, but majority of people are loving the game. I mean, it's a lot of perfect scores. Metacritic's at 96 last time I checked it, and people are just praising what I've listened to. People are praising the combat and the graphics, and they said it's just an evolution of Last of Us. It makes everything from Last of Us so much better. But yeah.
I mean, it's to be expected, right?
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, yeah.
Like, Rage, I'm not sure you want to say anything about this.
I mean, I would say more, but I don't want to. I want to let y'all. I want y'all to. I want y'all to give me y'all's opinion.
I want to say like I want to say like I pretty feel like I pretty say like I feel like I said more than enough.
You haven't said anything on the podcast.
I know we did say off podcast.
Well, I mean, do you have any opinions about this review score or of it? Of the
Just repeat
okay.
what you said.
Okay, okay.
Because you seen the review.
Hang on. Let me say. Okay, let me say something. Okay, the reviews go away the way I see it. The way I see it. It mostly fishy though. It's mostly fishy. That's all I think. What their review scores like normally like to me like normally like I would see like reviewers say like oh boy like one thing fishing me is like if you go back to the leak we saw about yeah of course everybody pissed off yeah YouTubers yeah YouTuber people talk about the leaks then all of a sudden Naughty Dog try to copy try to like report those people talking about the leaks though if not if not are I don't say like what I believe like if Naughty Dogs be like oh okay ain't worry about it okay ain't worry about it if they what wasn't worried about the leaks though they shouldn't like the leaks try to delete people's news about the leaks.
Okay, when I said not, I don't know if you saying that because I don't think Naughty Dog was worried about the leaks because people were spoiling the story. When I said PlayStation, when I said Sony released the review early, they're not when people review the game, they're not talking about the story. They're not supposed to give out spoiler stuff. They're just talking about basic stuff when it comes to story, but they're mainly talking about gameplay and graphics and like stuff like that. They're not spoiling the story of the game. They're just talking about is it a good game. So when what I'm saying Sony wouldn't worry about when they put the review out earlier, like a week earlier. It's not because that's not the same thing as people spoiling the leaks and spoiling heavy story elements. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing as reviewing the game and telling people is this a good game or not a good game, right? That's not nothing to do with story. See, that's why I'm leaking the game and giving out spoiler stuff is different than reviewing the game. That's different. So yes, Naughty Dog was worried about leaks because people was they worked hard on this game for many years, and before the game comes out, before people have a chance to play it, they're spoiling the game. Now, if you want to know the story, that's cool, but you shouldn't be like people are going
Yeah.
into forums and it's spoiling for people who don't want to be spoiled. See what I'm saying? So that's what. So yes, that's what they was talking about. They was worried about the leaks, but they're not worried about the game itself because they know they believe they have a good game. So that's why they're letting the reviews out early. If you think it's a week early, because they know they have confidence in their game that it's a good game. That's why the reviews are out early because they have confidence in the game, and you see why. Overall, it's getting a lot of high and perfect scores. Yes, you got a couple of people who are dogging the game. I do want to look at the Polygon. You said that uh,
Yeah.
trash the game. Did they trash the gameplay story, or did they trash the gameplay? Are they trashing just the story of it, or are they trashing the gameplay of it? Because I want to know why. What
They pretty much like like blast the story.
See, I don't see. That's why I don't. But that, what would they say about the game? What did they say about the game itself? Did they give the Polygon gave it a score? Did they give it over? I don't know what the overall score because you can have a game. Yeah, I think you can rate. I think when you do a review, I think you can not like a game's story, but I don't think that should really. I mean, it's when you do a review, it's going your own personal opinion. If you like the story, it's going to affect the game a little bit because if you like the story, you're gonna like the game even more. But to me, when you do review, it's my bad. When you review a game, it's not just about if you like the story. Is if is the story told in a good way. You might not agree with the story, but is it told in a good way? Is it presented in a good way? Is it got good elements of like pacing in the story? That's all into it too. Not if you like the subject matter. Is that story told in a very good way? Is it presented in a good way? Is it got good pacing, right? So is they just saying, "Oh, I don't agree with what they're talking about and what the characters do, so this game is trash"? Well, that's a stupid review. You got to talk about the gameplay and everything, not just the story. If all your focus is on the story and you're bashing the game because you don't like the way Naughty Dog did with the characters and what the game's about, then you can't just bash a game because you don't agree with the story. You know, I mean, you can, but to me, that's not a very good review. I think you got now if the game is glitchy and it doesn't play and it's not fun to play, then yes, you can say this game is trash. But if you're just saying it's trash or it's bad because you don't agree with the story they're telling, then to me, that's not a very good review, in my opinion. But does that make sense?
Okay.
Does that make sense to you, Emperor? What do you say about this, Emperor? Emperor, I want to know about you because I know you're a fan of Last of Us. What do you think about people saying the game is trash or not very good because they don't agree with the story or the subject matter?
To be honest, I actually went and looked at the Polygon article. I'm looking at it right now, and to be honest, I'm also taking into consideration the person who reviewed it that may not like The Last of Us. You know?
Did he like the first game too? Because I've seen somebody, he said he didn't like The Last of Us 2, but he didn't like the first one either. So, well, you're probably not going to like the second one.
Yeah, it's like,
If you didn't like the
but
first
this
game,
this is an inherent problem that I feel like shouldn't an inherent problem with people that review games or big like news article like websites like Polygons where they just randomly give people games that they may or may not like. It's like, is this gonna be an accurate review?
yeah.
Because to be honest, for me, I think multiple people should review the game and come out with an overall score with it.
Yeah. I think, like, in the end, you know, you can't be completely biased when you review a game because
Yeah.
in the end, it's going to be everybody's opinion of games. When you do review, it's going to have you a little bit of opinion in it. It's just the way it is. You can't be completely biased. I don't think that would make a good review either. You mean, I think in the end, it's going to be but a way you can kind of compete with that is like if you're a big website or whatever, you can have
Yeah.
maybe like somebody who like say you got this big time first-person shooter game come out, right? Maybe you had somebody who likes first-person shooters, like really loves them, plays the game, reviews it, and then somebody who's a casual fan of first-person shooter reviews the game. That way, you had two different opinions on people who had two different tastes. That way, this guy gives it a 10, but he really loves first-person shooters. This guy, he likes first-person shooters, but he doesn't really love them, and he gives it like a 7. So then okay, you can
Or
kind of,
something else along those lines where
oh yeah,
a person may like Call of Duty,
yeah.
but another person may like Apex a lot more.
Yeah.
It's like,
So you can have them two different people review the game. Yeah, because that way you
Yeah.
can do. That way you can kind of get two different sides. Because everybody has different taste in games.
yeah, like the person who, like, let's say they're reviewing Modern Warfare and the person likes Apex. He may not know a lot about Call of Duty, but they're both first person shooters at the end of the day, and the mechanics are pretty similar. So he might have some input in how the mechanics work.
We're gonna take a little pause from this. We got somebody in the chat. He says developers commentary says Xbox wins the PlayStation 5 showcase. Unbiased opinion. Like I said, I was talking.
We're gonna be
this,
talking about that later.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah,
I was gonna tell him that he needs to stay
I'm,
tuned. But right now we're talking about The Last of
I'm
Us.
biased.
But we're gonna talk.
Keyword.
We're gonna
I'm
talk about.
biased.
We're gonna talk about the PlayStation 5 showcase a little bit later on. But I just want to let
But
him
yeah.
know that he's out of his mind. The PlayStation 5 showcase was awesome. I had nothing against the Xbox. You know, I probably won't be getting one anytime soon. But the PlayStation 5 to me was a success. Good games and awesome. I think the console looks great. But like I said, we're gonna talk about that later on.
Yeah, going on to where I was saying is like, maybe have multiple people review the game first instead of just like with one random person that decide to throw it at. But I want to go back to Rage's point where people were Sony was taking down people's, like, when they were talking about the leaks. I don't mind that, to be honest. If it's a video explicitly talking about the story leaks and telling you explicitly what those story lines are, then yes, they have any and all right to take that video down. Now, if they didn't talk about the story, then that's a little iffy.
I think the
As
problem
far as I'm
is
concerned.
a lot of
Because
times
I never looked at any of those videos. I never looked
you
at
don't want
any of the leaks.
Yeah, I think a lot of times I'm sure there was more stuff getting taken down that wasn't really leaking it, but maybe we was
Yeah.
talking about it. But I think what happens is, especially on YouTube, is that if a lot of times these companies have what do you call them, algorithms, and they just
Yeah.
put stuff in, and they don't really they're not, Sony's not going doing it themselves and taking them down. They have some kind of code that's looking for stuff. So if your video probably even talks about Last of Us, especially during that time where the leaks were really heavy, they probably had some kind of algorithm on code that was anything that was even talking about Last of Us 2, they was probably getting taken down. So some videos that probably didn't need to be getting taken down was probably getting taken down because that code seen something in there that triggered it. So there's bam. And since the leaks were heavy during that time, that code was probably really, heavy looking for stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff was probably getting taken down that probably didn't need to get taken down, but because it was just a code. It was just up, Last of Us up, Last of Us up. It gets taken down. So that's probably what happened.
I'm saying, like, all I gotta say is, I'm saying what we got at least like what 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 7 days.
The Last of Us 2 come out?
Yes.
Yeah,
next week.
Next week.
Friday.
Next week. Yep, next week.
Yeah, till the game come out. It's gonna be it's gonna be they pretty much just pretty much just everybody pretty much everybody is going to have their own opinion of the game.
Yeah, that's true. I am curious to see what not just critics say, but everybody.
The reason why I say it is I really don't want to take I really don't want to say like whatever people say. I just say I try to say what on our people's perspective. But at the same time, I feel like I'm doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, a review is when you look at somebody's review, you have to, you just can't. In the end, everybody has, like I said, just because a review says it's good or bad doesn't mean it is, because yourself have different takes on games, right? So to me, I look at reviews, but I don't judge everything about a review. I look at what they say in the review, and I know certain people like certain types of games. So I know they don't like RPGs, and no bashing RPG, but what they're saying about the RPG, I'm liking it, but they're saying it's a bad thing. So no, what you're saying is a good thing. So you have to look at it that way too. But what I'm saying is that Last of Us was an awesome game, and I trust Naughty Dog because every game they put out, starting with Uncharted 1, it's been a good game. Actually, before Uncharted, Jack and Daxter, I really liked a lot too. Like all the Jack and Daxter games are awesome games. So I've been rocking with Naughty Dog since Jack and Daxter, and every game I play from them has been good. Even Last of Us, which I didn't think I was gonna like Last of Us when it first came out, because I'm like, I don't like stealth games, but I gave it a shot just because it was Naughty Dog, and I'm loving the game. So I know Last of Us 2, even though if I don't like the story or certain story elements might piss me off, I'm not gonna lie, because I know it's gonna be a. Because what I hope about the game, it's very dark. It is very dark. It is a lot of shit going on. I don't know the spoilers, so maybe people already know that, but I know that it's a brutal game. But I know that the story is gonna be fun, and I know the game and everybody's talking about the gameplay has been so much improved. The graphics are unbelievable, and the story and the pace and all that's good. It might be some elements that you don't agree with, but everything this guy said that this is the best kind of media entertainment he's ever played. Like I watched today, one of the guys was talking about. He said like this, as far as this entertainment period, like this game is this stuff like it. As far as like story, game, everything, they just like they said this like this is the best game Naughty Dog's ever made. So I'm like, and like I said, the Metacritic is 96. So I mean, overall, the game people are loving the game, are giving a high. Of course, there's a couple of bad apples who don't like the story, or maybe they don't like the gameplay or something. But I haven't looked at all the reviews. But from what I've seen and what I've listened to, the game sounds like an awesome game, and I'm excited. But before we
Um,
move on, y'all have anything else to say?
said like the developer commentary got something to say.
Yeah, I'm reading what he says. He says, "I'm fine with bashing the game for the story. I am a story-driven game, and a bad story can ruin a funny game because I'll lose motivation to keep going." Yeah, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. But I think if you're reviewing a game, you can't. I don't think you can give a game a bad review because you don't like the story. But 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 I understand that you don't like the game because of the story. I can see that. Same regards,
Like
a great story can make a terrible game amazing. Disagree. If a gameplay is not fun, I don't care how good the story is. I'm not playing it. I'll
like
watch it on YouTube. But if a gameplay is super bad, I can't play it. I don't care how good the story is. Daily Permission is not a great playing game. I would go as far as saying it's bad, but the story is so good that the bad gameplay
Yeah,
works
I
with the
think
chaotic, goofy story and adds to the whole experience. Still favorite game of all time.
I can get behind that.
To me,
Those,
I think I understand a good. I mean, trust me, I love Final Fantasy X, and a lot of that is due to the story. But I'm telling you, if I didn't like that gameplay, I I wouldn't. I don't think I would have finished it because I'm playing something. If I'm not enjoying myself playing it, then I don't care about the story. I love a good. I love. I love games for the stories too, but I have to enjoy the game. I might not love the game. It might not be the best kind of gameplay, but if I cannot get behind the gameplay and I don't like playing it, then there's a lot of old RPGs I kind of want to go back and play, like Japanese RPGs. I kind of want to go back and play them, but I'm not gonna go back and play them because I don't want to play that gameplay. So even if they have a good story, I can't find myself to play them because I can't get behind the gameplay. To me, I think it's a game is about the story and the gameplay, right? Like I said, you can knock a game. If you're reviewing a game, you can knock it down if the story is bad, but I don't think you can call it bad because you don't like the story. That's what I'm saying. Yes, a story affects the game. You're a fun of a game. It's part of the puzzle, right? But it can't be. Oh, I don't agree with Naughty Dog did with these characters. I don't agree with what they're talking about subject matter. So this game is trash. That's what I'm saying. Now you can say, oh, I didn't like the story as much as the first game, so to me it's not as good. Okay, in your overall score, you knocked it down a couple of points because you don't think the story is as good. I agree with that, but I don't think you can say a game is complete trash because you don't like the story. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say like one. One thing I think is might be a problem. Might be a problem with people. With lots of us like people there's people like we're wondering like the story of Allie, cause of Allie
You mean Ellie?
with Ellie. Sorry, like
Well, don't
like.
talk about story stuff. Don't you see?
I ain't talking about story stuff.
Like, well,
I
people
ain't
want to
talking
know
about
what the
story
story of
stuff.
Ellie. When you get into story,
Like,
you get into
like,
spoiler stuff.
like, 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 like there, there's just some like controversial of Ali's story though.
Yeah, I
With
understand that. Like I said, you can disagree or agree with what happens, or you might not like what happens. But to me, you
like,
can't say a game is trash because of that.
I don't say, I ain't trying to say a game is
No, I'm
trash.
not saying you, Rob. I'm just saying people in general. I'm just
It
saying,
just,
Yeah, like the Polygon article.
like, is that what the poly? What? Uh, continue. I don't want to cut you off, Mayhem. My bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we kind of.
no,
It's Last of Us is
that's
heated
all
up.
I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. But to me, about video games is yeah, there are people who play video game, but who play it for fun. Like just to me, like story is like story is like to me is important.
No, I'm not saying it's not important. I just don't think it's everything.
Yeah, I do I love story to a game that that like really that just okay how can I explain this like like just really pulls you. Just really pulls you.
Pulls you in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I like game have stories like just pull me in. Just pull me in.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that you might not like a game as much if you enjoy the story. I'm not disagreeing with that. I just don't think that you can say a game is
Right.
trash because you don't agree with stuff that happens in the story.
Like
Or
like like like
that's all I'm saying.
yeah gameplay like apparently like yeah gameplay apparently yeah like gameplay like it is important like it is important
To
is
me,
important.
I just want to if I am not enjoying the gameplay and I don't like the way the game plays, then I'm not gonna play the game. I don't care how good the story is. Now I might look up the game story on YouTube, but I'm not gonna play the game. If I love the story that much, but I'm not having fun playing the game, then I'll watch it on YouTube. If I like the story, I'll go look it up. But it's like I said, the game has to be. I have to enjoy the game. I mean that comes down to it, cause it's a game, right? It's gameplay to me. That's why I don't really like play those. My phone's popping off. I really don't play those like Telltale games because there's no gameplay. You're just watching the story. I'm like, nah, I don't care. You know, I mean, it's. I guess you can call it gameplay stuff in it, but not really, in my opinion. So I don't play those type of games because I don't care what the story is. I don't like that type of game. But do we have anything else we want to say before we move on? So
No,
I know Emperor, Emperor, me and Emperor are both picking up this game. I know Rage, you say you're not going to pick it up, but you didn't play the first one, did you?
I'll let you know right now. I'm currently playing it.
Last of Us One.
Yes.
Okay, I want to see what you think about that game. But
What were you saying?
I was saying
I
me
don't
and
know.
you're both picking up Last of Us Two, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but Rage, I don't know if he is or not because he said he's playing the first one, so we'll see what he thinks about the first one.
Yeah.
So now,
Because
go ahead.
I start cutting you off. I feel like because I pretty feel like to understand what everything what's going on, all sort of stuff. I pretty need like what play myself on to see what people talk about.
Yeah.
To see what people been talking about.
Yeah, like I, I actually been replaying the game myself, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't lie. I haven't played Last of Us in like a long time, so I'm going to jump straight in because I'm just
But yeah, it's like for me, story isn't like the end all be all. It just depends on what the game wants to be.
yeah. In different games, story matters more than different types of games, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
So
could be games where gameplay is all it is. Like
yeah,
there's no story to
there's
it.
no story at all. Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, the highest praise I would say at least now, the way I view games is like video games to me are a new medium to tell a story.
Yeah, I agree
It's
with
not
that.
really about like gameplay anymore, even though like it's still an essential part of it. But for me, it's just a new way of telling a story, like taken away from movies, books, and anything else. It's like the highest praise I can ever give a game is if it makes me feel something, if it changes a view that I have, if it just affects me as a person, which only happens like it only ever happened twice.
Yeah, I do think games are stepping up in the story department and the storytelling and the production and how they tell stories and all that. But to me, I still think it matters about the game play in my mind. At least the games I want to play because, like I said, that's just But everybody has different opinions. I'm just we all have different opinions of what we want. We all have different opinions of what we
Yeah,
want in the game. I just think that I mean reviewing games is kind of tricky anyways. I mean, I guess you could do it how you want to do it in the end, but I'm just stating my opinion. About what I look forward in review. But
and just to leave this note off, I've been reading this Polygon article. I don't think this guy really should have reviewed this game
yeah,
because he's really adamant that he does not like murder.
he shouldn't be playing a lot of games because there's
Yeah,
a lot of games there's a lot of killing going on. Yep. Yeah, he shouldn't have been playing that game.
yeah,
Yeah. But okay, guys, that's I guess we're gonna move on to the main topic of the night.
yep.
It's a big one. Uh, PS5 had the event yesterday. Sony did finally had the event, showing off games and showing off the. I didn't think they was gonna show off the console yesterday, but just because what they was talking about all about games, I figured they would wait and do the. But yeah, and just to say, the PS5 is a sexy piece of machine in my mind. Like when I think about a console, I usually don't worry about what it looks like. To me, all the consoles in the past haven't looked bad or they haven't looked good. They just they look whatever. I never seen a console. Oh, that looks sexy. Oh, it looks cool. It's like, oh, it looks whatever. But when I see the PS5, I'm like, this thing looks pretty. I actually think it's sexy. I think it looks awesome. I like the way it looks. It looks futuristic. It looks like a fancy sports car concept. Only thing I would change is the. I wish it was more black than white, but
So we're talking about the console first.
no, I was just throwing that in the real fast because
Okay.
Devil's commentary was saying how he didn't like how he liked how it looks, but I just wanted to say that real fast. But no, I guess how y'all want to talk about this? Y'all want to give your overall opinion about the show, or do you want to first and then talk about different things about it, or how y'all want to do it?
I'm gonna say, honestly though, like I really don't think we can't tell like about the full press conference about like games about like game to game what we react though because there's like some games I don't remember on that I will the commentary says so ugly, the worst design ever. We got Seth Kappa.
Yeah, he's out of his. You know, let me tell you
Okay,
something.
so
He's out of his
so
mind.
okay, hold on. Let's just give an overall impression of
chill,
the
chill.
conference,
And then we can talk about different
and
games and we go in detail and stuff.
how about we just go through the events of
Well, before we go through it, let's give our overall opinion just real fast.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's
He,
PS5
dude,
acceptable. You gotta be
he
mine.
said it looked like Santo Combo.
And you like Gran Turismo? Gran Turismo look blah
Yes,
to me.
I love Gran Turismo.
I like the other game. The other destruction racing game to me looked better than Gran Turismo. It looked fun, or I should say. But
Dude, I can't wait to get that game. So, and plus I need some. And plus I need some new wheels anyway. So, yeah.
but so just to get it going, what y'all think about the conference overall? Just real fast before we go in detail about the games.
The to me conference is dude the conference is good. The conference is just good. It just some games like maybe feel uncomfortable that one game that little like it had like bugs, but yet they're food
Yeah,
and fruits.
yeah. I need to.
That dude that dude dude that dude
Oh,
dude,
yeah, I
dude,
remember that game.
yeah like that like that do that game is like really like crawl my skin like what the fuck is this like you could even see ribs ribs just walking you can see some ribs walking you get like fucking strawberries sandwiches like cut in half the almost the part the food like food like come all together turn turn to just but never mind all that though. Okay, the third game I am looking forward to is one, of course, Gran Turismo 7, Ghostwire, like Ghostwire Tokyo, prepare got me prepare give me that Bioshock vibes though, like really give me some like yeah really give me some Bioshock vibes. The other games is Deadloop.
Before you go and talk about it, I just want you overall because I want everybody to talk about their overall
Okay, bro.
before we start talking about games in general. But okay, Emperor, what you think about the overall conference?
Overall, I think it was almost a perfect score for me
Okay.
because overall it was an okay show. Like it was a good show. Nothing really blew me out of the water until the
Right.
console got released.
Okay. To me, yeah, I think overall was good. I don't think there was any games like you said that blew me out. There's, I mean, I won't lie. Most of those games I'm excited about,
Yeah,
but there was nothing that like blew me away. I think. I mean, Ratchet and Clank looked really, really fun. Looked really, really good. The technology behind it was pretty awesome. But yeah, most of the games didn't blow me away. But a lot of the games I'm really excited about, and I want to know more. And another thing I would say that's kind of disappointing. A lot of those games we don't have concrete release dates, so I would knock it down for that. That we didn't see a lot of like I think the next event when Sony announces the price, Sony's I think the next time Sony does like an event, probably a couple months, they're gonna announce the price. They're gonna announce because there's still some features they're not talking about. I think they're gonna go out on the special features they have, and I think they'll come out with the actual launch games because like I said, this event was awesome, and I liked a lot of the games, but we didn't really get a concrete look at the launch games. So now, and like I said, and the console reveal was pretty cool at the end. So yeah, if I was gonna give it a score, like something out of 10, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. But before we move on, Developer's Compensation had like 7 million at its peak. Yeah, I hope that it did big numbers. E3 and MegaCons, I think, are dead. Well, E3 has been dying. MegaCons, I think MegaCons are not dead. I think they'll come back once this virus is kind of gone. Cause
Hey, sorry to cut you off. Okay, the developer commentary says, I said, Gran Turismo was my game of the show. Honorable mention is Goodbye Volcano High. That is another game that I am look forward to is Goodbye Volcano because that game had like Trey has some Life is Strange vibe
Yeah, that game.
into it.
If I is that the cartoon looking game?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
with the dinosaurs and stuff.
Yeah. To be honest, that game looked like trash to me. But I mean,
You're crazy.
Right.
okay, I'm being a little harsh. I won't say it looked like trash, but it didn't look fun. I ain't see no gameplay. I don't know what it's
Well,
about.
first of all, that
It didn't.
obviously
I
you don't
said,
like that type of game,
yeah.
so
So I'm being honest. I'm just telling you. I looked at the game and it didn't.
so your opinion's void at this point.
And my opinion is the only opinion that matters. My opinion is the only opinion that matters. And Gran Turismo, I'm not a big
Well, your
fan.
opinion is pretty trash, in my
My
opinion.
opinion is the only opinion that matters. You just need to remember that. But okay, everybody, what's your game of the show? Let's start with that.
So the game on the show. I don't say like I don't say I would say Resident Evil 8
Hmm.
is a game on the show. Cause at first though, like the trailer, it looked like Resident Evil. Like I wasn't so sure. Was like me ever wasn't so sure though. Until he like, hey village, hold up, village, really? Then everybody's like, no, it's right there. Hey, then the logos pop. I like hell no. Resident 8 is gonna be definitely number one. I definitely gonna be look for one. I'm saying one of the most like you had Chris though in the end. Like you got Chris in the end. Like why? Like why the hell he shot like why the hell he shot the shot a woman though. I I don't understand though. Uh, but yeah, like one thing I do see though, most I believe most people game and show really gotta be really gotta be I like chaotic take from here.
Okay. Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know. I think like I'm having a hard time picking because there's a couple games that really stood out to me. I don't know which one I want to give it to because
I'll
all
tell you mine. It was Kina.
see I was thinking about that. I'm having a hard time picking that and Ratchet and Clank because I think I'm more excited about Kina. You know what I'm saying? But Ratchet and Clank impressed me more as far as the technical stuff that it showed. Because it showed more, right? It showed more gameplay. And it looked real cool.
I mean, I'll put it to you like
But that Kina game got me really pumped. It got me really pumped. I would say that.
I put Knack or was it Ratchet and Clank? I mean, on the same level as what Knack was supposed to do, which was supposed to demonstrate what the console can do, right?
Kind of. I guess Knack was kind of like a PS4 tech demo and turned into a game in a way with all the
Yeah.
yeah. But to me, Ratchet and Clank has always been a good game, and I've always enjoyed all of them. And this one just like this what they showed off just looks so fun and it looks so cool and the technology behind it. But I'm pretty sure I know I'm getting it. I mean, they're gonna throw some new things and some new technology. But like you said, I don't know. I might give it to that game. What's it called again? Kena.
Yeah.
I mean, of course I'm pumped up for Spider-Man, but it didn't show. You know, I don't want to give it the game of the show because it didn't show too much.
And to be honest, which sucks because I don't think it has a release date.
Yeah, that yeah, that
Yeah.
game. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty like you said, we don't have a release date for that game yet, and that game looked beautiful. Like it looked like you said, like an actual Pixar movie, and uh, yeah, everything about it just looked good. It just looked really, really, really awesome. Like, yeah, it just looked beautiful. Like I'm like, you see this, it's like the graphics just blow you away how good it looks. Then you get to the combat, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is my game, right? This is my. And I think this is like a small studio too, so I don't think this game's gonna be too massive as far as like how many. I mean, as far as like how many hours of content you get, because if it's a small studio, but they put, cause this is actually studio is actually a animation and film studio kind of. So this is
Yeah.
like maybe the first game that I know of, and I'm looking at this, I'm like it looks like it looks like an animation, like a CG movie, like. But the gameplay, what they showed off, looked good, so I'm like, I got some hope, because as far as the gameplay goes, and the, like, yeah, I'm really digging it. But like I said, wasn't like a lot of big like oh my god moments in here, but like this most of the games I'm like really got me intrigued. Like even like the new Little Big Planet game, the Sackboy Adventure game, that looked really fun to play. I'm into that. Like the Astrobot game they showed off. Like I'm a big time platforming kind of guy. I like those type of games. So like all the platforming stuff, I'm like yeah, like 3D platforming. I'm always about. So like all the like the Astrobot game they showed off looked really fun and looked really good. The Sackboy game looked awesome. Like this Kenna game looks like a platforming game mixed with like action adventure. So I'm like yeah, give me that. You know what I'm saying? And then that one indie game, what was it, Sorash? They didn't show too much gameplay, but what they showed off got me intrigued. So it's like, yeah, all the games they showed off this really got me like yeah. So do y'all have any, so what are some other standout games that you like to y'all like really liked?
What was it? I don't remember.
I would say some negative about the conference that is that I wanted to see like I mean they showed gameplay and but I want them to demonstrate more of what the SSSD can do. Right, like they did that with Ratchet and Clank. Like you can see him traveling between different dimensions or worlds or whatever. That was because of the SSD, the instant loading, like the different like whole planets or whatever. That was because of the SSD, and you can kind of see that demonstrated. And even in this, but like a lot of these gameplays, it look really cool, and it look really like the Kenny game looks so beautiful as far as graphics and animation. But a lot of these games, like they show little fast clips of gameplay, but I wish they would just demonstrate it like, cause a lot of these games they look good graphically, but they didn't look too much better than the PS4, right? Even like the Spider-Man game, like I'm pumped, but it didn't look like Demon Souls is a classic platformer. Come on, Devil's commentary. Demon Souls is not a classic platformer, but
Did you
I,
just call it a platform?
that's what he did. He's out, but it's like I wish they would have just demonstrated the PS5's a little bit
I
better.
mean, I
Then just graphics. I want them to show they showed gameplay, but I wanted to see that SSD like in act. And maybe it could have been in action, but we didn't really couldn't tell by the gameplay they showed us. Like I can tell in Ratchet and Clank what they was doing, but with the other games I couldn't tell what the SSD, what that fast SSD was doing for those games. Graphically, they all look good, but they didn't blow me away graphics. But
I
I
mean,
wanted to see the SSD in action more, and I just didn't.
uh,
I didn't really.
I'll tell you
I
this:
didn't
it's
get
like
that.
I'm with you, but I'm also not with you. It's like not every game needs to take full advantage of the
No,
SSD or whatever. Take
not every game, but I wish there was more games. Right? I wish there was one or two more games. Like they could demonstrate with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's graphics didn't blow me away from what they showed. But if they just
but
could,
there was just a
but if they could have showed me like, cause him like they could have showed like fast traveling through the city with no loading times from fast traveling, that would have demonstrated right there. You see what I'm saying? Cause they talked about that, and then in that leaked demo they demonstrated the old Spider-Man with the Spider-Man PS4, like oh this is what PS5 can do for Spider-Man. He can swing faster and he don't have to worry about these loading screens. They could have demonstrated that with this Miles Morales Spider-Man game. That would have been an awesome way to show off the SSD. But they did that. They showed some gameplay, but it was so fast, and I think it was gameplay. It looked like gameplay, but it was so fast and it was cut I just think there this one or two more games that they could have had like a more of a like a demonstration of the PS5's SSD or something. But that's just my opinion from it.
Yeah, it was like there's that what I told you, and also because I just don't really care.
Yeah. I just think that when you're trying to sell people on your PS5, you might want to because the graphics look good, but especially you're streaming it, they're not gonna look as good as they really are gonna look in your TV. So then the people are not gonna really see the difference too much. So you might need something else to get people on board if they're not on board yet. So I think showing off the PS5's SSD can really show people, hey, wow, this is what the PS5 is about, right? And I think they just needed to do that a little bit more. They did it with Ratchet and Clank, but maybe one or two more games that could have demonstrated it. And they talked about it with Horizon Zero Dawn about how the PS5 is making it do stuff, but then like Horizon Zero Dawn looked so good, but I couldn't tell if that was just in game or if that any of that was gameplay because it didn't look like it was gameplay. It looked like all like in-game cutscenes. So, because that game looked like even on stream, that game looked like wow, this game looks amazing. Like these graphics on Horizon Zero Dawn are like some like, but was that in-game engine or was that in-game gameplay? They didn't really say just so. But that's just one critique that I have from the show. You know.
Oh, another game, little shout out, Little Devil Inside.
I'm trying to remember what this game was.
It was like some dude going on an adventure, and it cut
Oh
back
yeah,
to like the old dude
yeah,
back home.
yeah. This game's got me curious. Uh, I need to see like it looks interesting, but I need to know the actual gameplay loop because I don't know exactly what the whole point. Because sometimes you're like battling monsters, but sometimes you're doing other stuff. It was kind of hard for me to understand what the actual game is all about.
Yeah.
So, but it does got my interest because it did look like it can be has some cool moments in it. Yeah, man, yeah, they showed a lot of games. They showed some awesome games. I ain't gonna lie. And what I liked about the show is they showed like different types of games. I think that was a good. Was one thing good about this game. This game's like there's different types of games and and I liked a lot of them. A lot of. I mean, I'm like most of these games. I'm like, yeah, I'm down for. Like almost all of them. I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't mind playing this.
What was this? Is it Deathloop? Yeah,
Deathloop.
Deathloop.
Yeah, there was two games that were kind of the same with the whole loop thing. I mean, they was different games, but that whole looping of like dying and coming back, there was two
Yeah.
games that did that. Which Deathloop game, I ain't gonna lie, that didn't really it looked okay, but I'm not really pumped. But the other game, how I'm more pumped for. I'm not really pumped, but I'll say I'm more pumped for than Deathloop because that team did Resogun, and I like They did another game too. I got on PS5. I like two of those games, arcade style games on PS5 that I liked. So I think they'll have good. I think that one game, it's by Housemark. What was it called? Returnal, with the other Deathloop thing. When you die and come back, that game to me looked more fun than Deathloop, but just because the combat looked fun to me. But I know they do good like game as far as this gameplay itself. They do good gameplay. 'Cause I really like Resogun, and they made Resogun, so
Yeah, I'm very intrigued by. I think it's called Returnal.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Returnal.
You know what
It's like
though?
it looks pretty interesting,
Yeah,
except like yeah, I'm not too sure about it.
yeah. I'm not like crazy, but
Yeah.
it's got me intrigued.
Now, as opposed to like Deathloop, which was made by Arcane Studios, which made the Dishonored
Yeah, see, I didn't
games.
like those games, so
I like the Dishonored games, so I'm very interested in playing this one.
yeah.
Did we already talk about that
Well, you know what game? I
one?
want to talk about this game that a lot of people are bashing, but to me, I'm kind of pumped for it. It's
Which one?
Godfall. I don't think they picked the right music for it. Like I like the music, but I don't think it fit the game. But to me, I think
What are you
Godfall.
talking about? It fit the game. First of all, we don't even know what the game's about, so you
Do you
know.
You know what's about it? It's about fighting and it's like a demon. When they first talked about it, they talked about being like demons. So, but to me, it looks more like Devil May Cry as far as the combat.
Yeah,
It looks
they said it
faster.
was like a looting game.
Yeah,
So
you loot.
yeah,
But it's it's an action game and it looks
yeah,
fun.
it's like the Devil May Cry, like just a hack and slash looting game.
Yeah, and I think it looks awesome. It looks fun.
Yeah,
But I don't see people really buzz about that game. But
wasn't
I think it looks
wasn't this
good.
supposed to be a co-op game?
Yeah, it's co-op. Yep, it's loot. It's co-op. It's kind of like
I don't know why
Destiny,
they didn't show
but
it
it's
here. That's my question.
say it again.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't show it here.
What do you mean?
The co-op.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. I was kind of wondering why they didn't show it.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It's like because this was like the first game announced for the PS5, right?
Godfall.
Yeah.
Yep. And I remember when people. I mean, I think it looks good. I hope people say that the frame rate's kind of unstable, but I couldn't tell you the truth, because my whole stream is kind of unstable watching. But I look at it and I'm like, man, this looks good.
Yeah.
It looks fun. I want to see what like the loop is. I know you fight monsters and getting better armor and weapons, but I want to see what the co-op's like and what's the story behind it and the whole, you know. But I think it looks good.
Did we already talk about that one Tokyo game?
Uh,
Ghostwire?
Ghost Rider Tokyo. That's the one. That is one of the game. That I'm definitely look forward
yeah,
to.
that game didn't do nothing for me, but I'll let y'all talk about it because this game doesn't do anything for me, but like, but I know y'all if y'all like to talk about it, go ahead, let y'all discuss it because to me it looks.
Yeah, like the only reason why I'm interested is because that one girl came out during the Game Awards, right?
Yeah, I remember her coming out.
No, it was during E3 where they announced it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came out at E3 and everybody just fell in love with her.
See, I thought this game was gonna. I'm thinking this game might be a. They didn't say it's cross gen. It says it's actually exclusive to PS5 and PC. I mean, I think it's time, so I'm short. But I thought it was actually coming to the PS4 and stuff. I didn't know it was coming to PS5 when they first announced it. So, because even when I look at the graphics, it doesn't look like it looks like a PS4 game, but it might be cross gen too. So I'm not because they haven't released. I know this is captured on PS5, but it might also come to the PS4. But I haven't really seen if it's actually coming to the PS4 and if it's just PS5 and PC, or if it's coming to the PS4 too. But the game doesn't do it for me. I can't lie. It's just not my type of style game.
I'm sorry, all right. Like they, I don't say okay, they for me was like they for me about this game is again. I'm gonna say again like this like they give me a ball shot feeling of this game like I like I like I like I like I like I like like here okay like here sorry it said Tokyo is overrun by a daily supernatural force after 99% of the city population vanish. Use a power as or since the can't can't pronounce it that word. Damn. But very best of the game. Very best of the game is like you better try to reclaim try to reclaim Tokyo. Try to reclaim Tokyo because everybody like because the city population like everybody just vanished like gone. and they try to find try to find like a mystery. Try to find like a mystery behind the master's disappearance. If I if I say it right, if I say it right,
Yeah, I mean, I just,
like
I think.
like
Go ahead.
um, I'm sorry, like I do understand the game look confusing though. I mean, I do understand the game confusing though. Like, but to me though, that'd be like something that I'll play though to see.
Like you said, it kind of reminded me of Bioshock.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
I mean, I enjoy Bioshock, but this, I didn't get no Bioshock vibes from this game at all.
Did you not?
What?
I'm just being honest, man. I didn't get no.
Come on, first person.
First person, there's powers going out of your hands. I don't know what.
Right.
How does this not speak Bioshock to me?
It just doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't. I'm not gonna lie. I just didn't. I didn't see Bioshock from it. But
There's ninja symbols whenever he does his powers, so I'm wondering about that.
so let's talk about what the actual PS5 looks like.
But before that,
uh,
about the conference in and of itself, the transitions
Okay. Yeah.
between games. How amazing were those?
oh yeah,
There was something else.
It's like you know somebody when they hired the dude to do those, he was just showing off.
Yeah, he's just getting crazy with it. Cause I don't think they actually. I think they maybe overdid the transitions a little bit in some of them. I think they could have toned
Yeah,
it down a little
at the
bit.
same time, they look pretty good.
No, they look cool, but I think they went on. I think some of them went on a little bit too long.
I it could have gone as long as it wanted if it looked fucking cool as fuck. I mean that's just me though.
Okay.
So
Yeah, actually, there's so many games, but I guess before we talk about the console, what about Demon Souls? How y'all feel about that? Blue Point working on that.
I'm glad they're working on it.
Are y'all excited about that or?
I mean, I'm not gonna buy it, but
what?
I'm excited that Blue Point in and of itself is making it
Okay.
because I think they've proven themselves to like they know how to remaster a game properly.
That is true. They did pretty good work on Shadow of the Colossus.
They did Shadow of the Colossus, they did all the Metal Gear games, they did a couple other ones I can't remember.
Like to me, I wish I like to me I expect to see some gameplay, and they didn't really show gameplay of that. I'm like, why are we seeing gameplay? I just don't understand. But
Hey, you want to talk about the box?
let's talk about it. Let's talk about the box. I didn't think I didn't I would say there's a rumor going around too about before we talk about the box. There's a rumors that they was actually going to show the WB Batman game, but it got pulled at the last minute, and the Final Fantasy 16 was going to be shown, but that got pulled at the last minute.
I think everybody wasn't that one that
That one game was from Square Enix, but I wasn't Final
yeah.
Fantasy. But there was a guy from Square Enix that they wrote that he's been on Twitter saying that yeah, Final Fantasy 16 was going to be shown, but it got pulled at the last minute. And Square Enix was teasing too a lot, and people say they was teasing more than what they shown, and that's because it was going to be Final Fantasy 16. Cause I did hear that Square Enix had like two other games, like Final Fantasy 16 and another game, and that the other game was this game. and then Final Fantasy 16. So, so I'm surprised we didn't. And one of the guys that is on kind of funny, his name is Gary Riddle. I think he wrote the script or worked on the script for that Star Wars movie Rogue One or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I think he wrote the one. He wrote a couple other movies. I think he's actually helping them helping Square Enix on this game, like writing for it.
Yeah, I actually read his tweet.
Yeah,
And apparently, he led like the writers
yeah,
to build the world and the
yeah.
story.
So that's kind of cool.
So yeah,
But yeah, but I would like to see what Final Fantasy 16 is about, just to see what type of game it is. But we probably wouldn't got no gameplay or nothing, so it's okay. But
I mean,
we, like I
they
said,
should really take their time
yeah, like I said, we got
compared to like the Final Fantasy 15.
well,
It's like
15 was good. If they took the time,
it was
we mean
good, but
compare the 15. You didn't think they took the time at 15? How long we waited for that? You mean take the they took the time with 15? It was actually Final Fantasy versus 13 before it became 15.
rephrase it. Get your shit together.
I think that whole down was just the engine. I think they had an engine. The engine wasn't doing what they wanted to do, and they just took too much time with the engine. Instead of actually working on the game, they was working on the engine, try to get the engine to do what they wanted to do.
I mean, then it just get pawned off to a bunch of different people during the development as well.
No, that was. Uh,
Like a bunch of people were coming in and out of the game,
I
basically,
know, I know. Kingdom.
from what I remember.
Well, I don't remember that. I do know that Kingdom Final Fantasy remake was actually being made by a different. They was actually being made by Cyber Connect. I think that's the team in the beginning, and then Square Enix wouldn't
Yeah,
hire
what game?
Final Fantasy remake, Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, in the beginning, that was worked on a different studio. It was being
Yeah,
made by a different. You know, the first time they showed the gameplay of it and stuff, it's being made by Cyber Connect or something. The people who
yeah,
do like the Naruto games. But I
yeah.
guess they wouldn't. Then they took over and changed it, so they wasn't happy with what they were seeing. So I think that's what you might be getting mixed. You might be getting mixed up with that.
No, that was different
Okay.
because I already knew about that.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know about different people working on Final Fantasy 15.
It just went through a lot of different people that kept on changing the story and concept of what the game is gonna be. So
Okay. Yeah. I know they changed engines, but I didn't know about the story and concept and stuff.
yeah, that was one of the issues as well. They changed engines, but there was a people just kept coming in and out of that project to where it really changed the story and a bunch of other stuff that towards the end they just didn't know what to do with it up until they just finally just got on it, just released it, which is why it is the way it is, which is weird.
So let's talk about the machine itself. Like I said, it looks sexy to me. I mean, they should have. You know what they should have had? They should have that Justin Timberlake song. I'm bringing sexy back, yeah, because they brought sexy back with this machine, in my opinion. Because
Mm.
any other machine, because if I think about the past console, there's no other console to me. I'm like, oh man, that looks cool. I never really cared about what it looked like. No console in history.
You never thought any consoles look cool.
Nah, I don't remember saying, oh, that looks awesome. Nope, none of them. None of them. Let's take a look. I'm just gonna name it. Like, look at the GameCube. It's a fucking purple box. That don't look cool. I don't think it looks bad. But nah, it is what it is. The original PlayStation. Nah. PlayStation 2. PlayStation 3. It looks a little bit cooler. It's kind of round, but nah, not really. I don't care. PS4. Oh, it's just a box. Right? Don't look cool. Don't look bad. I'm not saying they look bad. They're just whatever. They don't really do nothing for me. But when I look at this bad boy, yeah, it just looks futuristic. I ain't gonna lie, it looks expensive. I'm hoping it's not too expensive, but
Oh yeah, it's gonna be expensive.
I mean, I think
now.
it's gonna, I think it's gonna be $500 and $400 the price, or $450 and $400. That's what I'm going with.
It has to be around 550.
Nah, I don't think it's go over 500. the main one. And I think the other one. I don't know if the other one would be $100 less. It'd be at least $50 less. But I think it might be.
I mean,
I think it'd be. I think it's gonna be 500 and 400. Or yeah.
nah, I'm still saying it's gonna be around 550.
Hmm.
It's gonna be around that price.
It might. Maybe that's why they made a digital edition because they know. But to me, if it's backwards compatible, that digital edition ain't gonna. Like we was talking about earlier, it might not do you any good if you got disc because you want to be able to put your disc in there.
Yeah.
So they have to really make that digital edition be worth it. If it's backwards compatible, but you don't have no disc, so you can't play for people who bought PS4 disc games, then you can't use it. So they have to make it worth your while to get that edition. So I think it's gonna be 500 and 400. Oh, it could be 400 and 300, but I don't. Or 450 and 350. But I think it'd be
Or it
500.
could be more expensive.
That's
You know?
that's what you're saying. I'm not. I'm sticking with 500. I don't think it goes over
No, I
$500.
meant the digital edition. Because the digital edition could just come with
A bigger hard
a
drive.
higher capacity hard drive.
Yeah, but I think the whole reason for that is to make it cheaper. But you're right. That would be something else if it's actually more expensive, but a bigger hard drive. That
Yeah.
is true. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about them. I didn't think about them making it more expensive and then putting a bigger hard drive in. I did not think about that at all. But
See?
but like I just it looks sexy, man. All the and then they showed all.
Yeah,
I didn't expect them to show off all the little accessories too. You know, like the PSI, which
Yeah, I think
I'll probably will get the camera. Maybe not at launch, because
yeah.
I'm gonna be depending how much this thing is, and getting the game, it's gonna be pretty pricey. And I gotta get a TV because I don't have a 4K TV, so I gotta get a 4K TV now. That's what I've been waiting for. It's the new PlayStation to get the 4K TV. So depending when this comes out and how the economy is and what's going on, I'm gonna have to get a 4K TV to go with this bad boy.
I this is fucking sexy. I mean, like
Yeah, it is.
I can't stop looking at this thing.
I mean, it looks. I'm. But people was talking. I mean, it is big, but people had like when people was discussing it, people thought it was going to be this big hunk, which it is pretty big, but people didn't think it was going to be sleek. It's big, but it looks sleek. Like when you compare this to everything else, like you look at that, it doesn't look very big, does it? But it is. It's pretty massive. But when you look at it, it looks like it's sleek. That's so.
Yeah, because I seen a photo comparing how tall it is,
Yeah, it's taller than the
but
Xbox Series X.
I we we don't get a good look at it from the side.
Yeah. They design it so if it looks big, it doesn't look big, even though it is. It doesn't really look fat, even though it is pretty fat.
I mean that the regular PS5 is kind of thick at the bottom with that hard drive with the CD player.
Yeah, but it doesn't. To me, when I look at it, I don't. It doesn't strike me as being super big or super fat.
No, we'll just have to wait and see until we get like an actual photo of it somewhere.
Yeah, but like I said, you can lay it. You can lay it flat. So I'm happy about that. Cause that's probably the way I'll have it. I'll probably have it laying flat.
I'll probably have it standing up.
You have it standing up.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it looks good that way. I don't think it looks bad standing up. I guess if I'm gonna put it on my entertainment system, unless I get a new entertainment system or something, it's gonna be flat.
Yeah, I just want somebody to explain the design behind this.
Design behind it is to keep it cool.
I mean, besides keeping it cool, looking
you
sexy,
see them
fucking thick as
You
fuck.
see them vents on it. That's why it's so big because they gotta keep it cool and not be super loud.
I mean, obviously, but it's like, what type of design they're going for in terms of like the way they
What's his name?
stylize
Oh,
it.
the guy said that. Jim Ryan, he came out and talked about the design. He said he wanted to look He said he wanted to fit right in with your entertainment stuff. I mean, he said a whole lot more than
My
that. I can't.
everything in my entertainment does not look like this.
But if you ask us what he said he wants it to be designed for 2020, and he wanted to be designed for to fit right in with your entertainment stuff.
Are you sure about that? Are you
That's
sure
what
he
he
didn't
said.
say like 2080?
No, he said 2020. But maybe some new stuff we don't know about that's coming out that's gonna look more like this, right?
Because to be honest, like, yeah, he may have said that, but this looks like a concept car, you know?
Yeah.
Like something BMW
I'm
or
not gonna lie. When
Lamborghini
I
might
seen
come out
this,
and
I ain't gonna lie. When I seen this, I was like, yeah, this to me, I got the vibe like, yeah, this will fit right in the entertainment. Like this looks like something I see in somebody's entertainment system that's looking clean and looking fresh. It's looking good.
okay, so very controversial. The two-tone color scheme.
Oh boy.
I mean, I don't mind it being two tone. I just don't like. I just wish I'm not a big fan of white on stuff because white gets
Yeah.
dirty fast. I wish it was more black, but it makes sense why the black in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I just wish it was more black, or even the controller was black. I would be fine. But it looks good. It just I don't. I just wish it was like black and white. It's a good thing. I mean, it reminds me of myself. Black and white. It's a good thing, but it needs this. I mean that, but like that one you showed me though. That red and black Spider-Man one was. I ain't gonna lie. I look. I like. And Jim Ryan did say that there's not gonna be any other colors when it on launch. I mean, I'm sure they'll do a different one sooner or later. But he said during launch, this is the only one you're gonna get. So, but I wish they had some different ones. Like, give me a fucking Miles Morales Spider-Man edition console, but they're gonna be limited supply anyway, so they're not gonna have any special ones if they're gonna have limited supply.
See, I'm wondering because I just want to hold this in my hands because I want to see like how easy it is to take apart.
But it's probably pretty heavy. I don't think it's gonna be light.
Because like on the at least the newer versions of the PlayStation 4, you can just pop off the hood and just just clean it out. So
Yeah,
Rachel, what do you think?
Just man, that's that's like I just said, man, like just don't care.
like I said, I don't. I mean, like I don't really worry about what a console looks like, but I can't lie, this thing looks good.
Like I almost said like I'm pretty sure almost after PS5 will release maybe around 2 or 3 months after they're getting released, they'll have their different color.
I don't think
They'll
so.
they might have black.
I don't think they will because Jim Ryan already said they're not gonna have any different consoles at launch. In 2 3 months, it's not launch, but we've been hearing reports that they're gonna have a limited supply of these in the beginning. So I don't think you'll get a different color until like a year later, because they're gonna be in a limited supply. So if they're in a limited supply, they're not gonna have enough to make different versions of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was like, like people be waiting till that day comes.
Yeah. So I mean, if you wanna, if you wanna wait for a different color, I'm sure people might. But like, I want a different color, but if I got the funds to get this day one, I'm probably gonna get it day one. I mean, I ain't waiting on another color. I mean, I want a different. I'll wait. I'll get a new color when they finally release a slim or something, like with my PS4, like my PS4 Pro I got. I'll wait then, and then I'll get a different color. But I mean, like I said, I don't really care about. I mean, I wish it was a different color scheme, but I just think that it looks good, and I want one. And in the end, I don't really care how the console looks. As long as it plays the games I want to play, I'm gonna be about it. Which I'm still, like I said, I don't want to keep saying this, but I'm just wondering what the actual launch games are. But like I said, we'll get that when they announce the price and the other features at the next event. So do y'all think this looks this compared to an Xbox Series? Y'all like which one y'all think looks better, Xbox Series X or?
PlayStation.
That's right.
Shit. What they mean? Like, like, like.
I kind of like that meme
Oh god.
about the guys on Top Gear.
Oh, the Xbox be on the bottom and then the table and the PlayStation.
No, you
Yeah,
never
that
heard of Top Gear?
What's that?
You never heard of Top Gear?
That
Like
the
the
racing?
three British dudes that talk about cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a meme about how one of them was like, "Yeah, this car is great, but I like this better."
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm kind of like that. It's like I like the Xbox the way it looks. It's just a clean box.
Yeah, to me
I
X
like that.
yeah.
But this PlayStation is I like this better.
Yeah. I wouldn't say
okay,
I like the way Xbox looks. I just think it's whatever. Like I don't think it
dude,
looks bad. I don't think it looks good. I just think
Yeah.
it looks whatever. Right?
did I as well look to look just look like I know I said again almost I guess like 4 or 5 months ago that Xbox series looked like a tall ass Nintendo GameCube.
Well, I can see that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I don't think it looks bad. I just don't think it looks good. I just think it looks whatever. Like it's
All right, that like that's my series just look like almost like a look like one of them heat conditioner or something. I don't know. I'm just talking. That's all.
no. I mean,
Because yeah, I don't say like like I do I don't say even though I understand it pretty much like biased, but to me to me I don't care I've been I've been on PlayStation ever since I was a kid, and I ain't gonna stop.
yeah, I feel you.
I ain't gonna stop. So Sony for life.
Yeah, like I said, I've been with Sony. I had PlayStation 1, I had PS2. I mean, I don't know. I got into PlayStation kind of late, but I've been rocking with the PlayStation since.
It's a
But
day
to me,
one.
it's all about the games. And right now, I like the game developers that I like Sony's first party game developers, right? And they make the games like we was talking about Last of Us. Well, I'm a big Naughty Dog fan. They make the games I want to play, and like the other studios, I like the studios, the games they produce. So
Like,
today stop, and then or to Xbox or some other people get other games, more studios I want to play on other consoles, and I'll move over. But yeah, I'm a big fan of But going from this, next month we have because we're getting to the end of this, I guess, the show, the podcast. But what y'all think? What y'all think Xbox is gonna do? Because they're having. I thought supposedly they're supposed to have an event this month talking about the actual console itself, like the Lockhart, but that doesn't seem to be the case. But they are having an event next month, which is supposed to be all about first party games. Do y'all think they had the potential to put on a better show than Sony did? Like as
And
far
they kind of have to at this point.
um yeah, I mean you think they do, but do you think they will? Like, cause I'm thinking about like, cause to me this event was good, but it wasn't all first party games. This was a mix, right? And I still think Sony's got some games they're gonna show when they actually announce the price and some other features. I think Sony's gonna announce some actual launch games, some other launch games or launch window games. So I still think they got some stuff to show that they haven't showed yet. But Microsoft already had the first. They already had one event, right? They already had the event when they was just supposed to be all about third-party games, and it's not very good. But now they have this will be the second event, you know, big, and it's supposed to be all. So they had to come out with the first-party games. They might still have some other third-party games, but I don't know how many if they'll have any third-party games at all. Unless they got some big-time third-party game, but supposedly it's going to be focused on uh you know, first party. So do you think they have enough? Well, we know they're gonna have Halo, which I think will be a good game, and I think that you know, it'll look cool. But do you think they have enough of the other games that they can put on a better show?
I don't think so.
You don't think they will? You know, they've already seen this show. They know it, so they know what they got to do.
I mean, at this point, the only thing I can do is show the price.
Do you think they're gonna show the price?
I don't think so, but
Hmm. I mean, I think that I think they have a chance because I think they can show games because I think the games they show will look as far as just pure graphics. They should look as good as these games do as far as graphics, as far as you can tell on the stream, right? But as far as like gameplay goes, I don't know. Depends on what games they show. Because if they could show Halo Infinite, we already know, and hopefully it looks cool. And then to me, what will get me like, I mean, definitely, I'm not gonna be buying an Xbox anytime soon unless the log costs like super cheap, and you know, because I gotta get the PS5 first, and you know, but to me, that will make a good show if you know, I know Halo Infinite should be good demo. Show me some gameplay. It should be cool, but once they show like fate, because other games, the other studios, those studios they picked up don't really do it for me. Like their past work doesn't impress me any. So I'm not super excited about what those other studios are making. But you know, I could be surprised. But what would be cool that the Xbox does have a game that Xbox does is the Fable series, and we've been hearing a lot of rumors about Fable, and I think if they show like Fable, that would be pretty neat. But yeah. So before we close out the stream, I want to know if y'all plan on buying the PlayStation 5 day one.
Yee.
I'm already refreshing the webpage.
Because
But it's not. You can't.
I
Okay.
just want it.
So are you just gonna go in and try to buy one, or are you gonna pre-order it and get it? Are you just gonna try to go in and not pre-order and just try to go find one? How are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna pre-order it.
You gonna pre-order
same
it?
here.
Okay. So okay. So are you gonna pre-order it as soon as it's available, or?
As
Yeah, like almost do a podcast. GameStop emailed me to let me sign up to like let me know when the first pre-order is coming out. So I'm like okay. So okay, I go and sign up to that way GameStop will let me know when it's time to pre-order it because y'all already put it's like soon as the prayer comes, I be already put in that money. I'm not gonna pay it full though. I put bit by bit.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you might as well just go to that website they made.
What website? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
PlayStation made their own like website to buy PlayStations.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but you might want to actually go into the store and pick it up, you know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you try to pre-order, you might not actually get it on time. Get it when you're supposed to get
I
it.
mean, if you're gonna be ordering it through the store, you would think that you or pre-ordering through the PlayStation store, they'll be sending it out.
But you never know with that stuff, though, man.
No, obviously, but
Well, so
I mean,
what?
what am I gonna do with it on the first day? Really?
We play it. That's what I'm gonna do
Well,
with it.
obviously that, but it's like,
Play
what
it.
games am I gonna have? I'm gonna be broke.
I'm gonna get a game. I mean, if I'm not gonna buy it, not buy no game. When I buy my console, I'm at least buy at least one game. Or they gonna have something free to play. Cause
Yeah.
you know that like Apex and Fortnite and all them free to play games are coming to the PS5. So you'll have some stuff to play. So yeah, what we're gonna do with it? I'm gonna play it. That's what I want to do with it. I know it looks pretty, but I'm not getting it just to look at it, you know.
I'm like,
I can't get my eyes off of it. What are you talking about?
I know you can't.
is it safe? Is it safe to buy it on Amazon?
I mean, you work at
Yeah,
Amazon, you know if it's safe to buy
yeah,
it. I
yeah.
mean,
I'm like, yeah, I'm like,
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah.
Amazon will have some.
Yeah, like hopefully it won't do that like Persona when people pre-order it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully things are a little bit better at the end of the year. I mean, with this whole virus
Like,
stuff.
do everybody was pissed though. Oh, that day, ever.
What?
Did you pre-order the Persona 5 Royal Royal
Well,
like
that
special
yeah, I
edition?
pre-ordered that. Yeah,
Special edition. It was like late.
it wasn't late.
Yeah. Oh, delayed. Okay.
No, it wasn't even delayed. Like they were just notifying that it might be.
Okay. Okay.
I just read it wrong because I think it was during that time when that people were transitioning over to like mm, the whole coronavirus thing is like
Oh yeah.
maybe stuff.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
it? Oh, we'll only be shipping out essential items, basically. But was around that time, basically.
Okay.
But yeah, I already had my email signed up on Best Buy and GameStop.
Oh, Best Buy. I already have mine on GameStop. I don't know. I didn't know that there one Best Buy.
Yeah, Best Buy has like a page for it.
Okay. Because I want to say I pretty much be mostly pre-ordered on GameStop. But at the same time though, I want to find ways so that console could like deliver me, then go through people, going through people.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be a challenge. Yeah, so it's gonna be a challenge. Like fuck, I want to say like I don't say I just feel like it's pretty safer to pre-order it and have it delivered than just go to the store to do a lot of people.
It is, but I'm hoping that when PS5 comes out, I can things will be a little bit better, which it should be. I mean, if it comes out a couple more months.
Yeah, because like because it, I'm not sure if Best Buy is gonna have a midnight release for The Last of Us. To be honest, I
Yeah,
don't think it will.
I'm not sure about Last of Us how I'm doing it. If I'm gonna just download it or go pick it up, because like I said, I'm not really. Yeah, we'll see.
Because if I could go there like before the store closes and then pop my trunk and just put it in there.
Yeah, you got the collector's edition, so
Yeah.
I'm just getting the disc. I'm just getting the game. So I'll probably just buy it digital. To tell you the truth. The reason.
I'm not going to work that day.
Yeah, I'll be at work. I was gonna take off for 4th of July, like Friday, cause we're off on. We actually we're off on. No, we're off on Friday. I think yeah they're giving us Friday off, but I was gonna take off Monday. That way I have look at that little mini vacation, but I did not do that. But yeah. But guys, y'all have any we have anything else to say about the event or anything else before we end the show?
I'm saying I ain't. I'm saying like I ain't. I'm saying I'm saying I ain't got a lot. I'm saying so I ain't got nothing.
Nope.
It's what everybody knows. Still working on the layout of the stream. Still working on just trying some different things out. So we're work in progress. Still experimenting and stuff. Hope y'all like the new the video I have playing in the background every once in a while. And then but yeah, we're gonna continue to try to you know make the podcast better and yeah, and keep on coming every Friday with the new games and discussion, anime discussion, which we didn't really have any anime stuff right now when we, but yeah, just can't wait for that PS5, man. I just can't wait for it. Now everybody's gonna be wondering. Now everybody's gonna be worried about that price. That's the next big thing. Everybody's
Oh
wondering.
yeah. Oh yeah. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Everybody's
Most
wondering.
definitely.
Everybody's
Nobody
wondering.
cares about the game. We just all know about the price now.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's what everybody's worried about now. Nobody cares about uh what it
See,
looks
you gotta
like.
get your priorities straight.
I mean, yeah. I mean, price is definitely a big deal, right? If it's probably even bigger than what it looks like in my mind.
It'd be.
Because if it's too expensive, you're not gonna want to get it. Uh, Commentary says it could be $9.99. Yeah, yeah. They'd be out of line if they announced this sucker for $9.99.
Dude,
Hey, with
dude,
all the specs they
dude,
have, I wouldn't be surprised, man.
It's not.
dude,
Trust me.
dude,
This console is gonna be $500.
Dude, this is
dude.
basically what I have in my PC right now. And
Yeah,
this was close to $900.
yeah. But this is ain't PC. This is a
Well,
Yeah,
obviously not, but still.
yeah, almost mine though, but mine like 1,200. What like almost like 1,200 something.
yeah.
Jeez.
It's gonna be $500.
I don't want to say like
500 or cheaper. That's what I'm going with.
man, I can't wait for her reaction though. Like like how much gonna be though because how much gonna be
Dude,
because
in all honesty, it really it honestly really could go to 600 in my opinion.
It
yeah, same here.
it could. I just don't think they're gonna do it.
I mean,
I think they're waiting on Xbox to do they're waiting on Xbox. I think you'll get Xbox price first unless Sony does an event before. Unless Sony does a second event before Xbox does. I think Xbox is gonna do the next event. I think Xbox will give the price because both companies are playing chicken with each other. Both companies are waiting for the other company. Both Sony and Microsoft are waiting for either one to announce the price because they wanna put the price cheaper or the same. They don't want to go first because they don't.
Okay.
They both have ideas what they want them to be, but they want to know what the other one's doing. So, well, I'm curious to see who puts the price first.
Well, okay, look. I'm gonna say like I put a video. I put a video in our Discord. This matter of fact, no, matter of fact, let me try to see something. Uh, like 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 what try to show is what my try to show is like this oh shit my camera this is like right now okay let me share it again. I'm gonna share it again. Fuck out. This is right now. Like Sony and Microsoft waiting to see who revealed the price first. And and, and I see this. Pretty much like they just waiting. I feel like Microsoft is waiting on Sony price, right? Sony wait on Microsoft for the price. Because their price might be different to hit. Might be different, but same time, I feel like their price, both of their price might be the same. The only thing different is the PlayStation is digital, PS5 is digital. Like how much the digital gonna be?
Yeah.
Like how much?
Well, Microsoft's got two of them too. They have a weaker console coming out. They have one called codename Lockout. They haven't announced yet, but supposedly that's coming out too. That's supposed to be a whole lot cheaper. But it's gonna be weaker, but it's it's gonna have the upgraded CPU, but the GPU is not gonna be as good.
Yeah. But at the same time,
So they got two consoles now.
yes, yes. At the same time, you'll have you'll have people be like upgrade that console. Sure, upgrade that console.
Yeah, but it's all about the Series X. That's the price people want to know.
But I'm saying, I guess we'll find out what happens.
Yeah, like I said, we got more stuff. But I think that's gonna be it for the show. Any closing statements, guys, before I end it?
Nope, I'm good.
Mm.
Anything, Mayhem?
Nope.
Okay.
I
I was gonna do something. I don't know.
No. I ain't got nothing. Got nothing to say.
So that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for everybody for tuned in live and people who are watching on YouTube. And stay tuned for more gaming streams. We'll get on that sooner or later. We'll get some more group gaming streams for you guys. If y'all want to come and hang out and watch this game. And yeah, until next time, peace out.